So late last night, something came out that has the entire anime community in an uproar.
Goblin Slayer, have a look at this. This is normal.
When you look at it at first glance, when you see what came out, you get a good laugh from it. It's hilarious. It is. I got a good laugh from it. But then when you look at the context and the overall meaning of it, like what is going on, it's terrifying because this could have a drastic effect on anime and manga in Australia. Now, I know many are probably going to be saying while, watching this video or when they found out the news that it's Australia. What does it matter? I live somewhere else. Let's say you live in the United States, you live in Japan, you live in, Canada, Korea, wherever you live, basically. You live all over different parts of the world, and obviously what happens in Australia might not matter too much. However, that is really not the case, because with how the world is nowadays, how interconnected it is with the internet and everything, obviously when one big country or something big happens in one country, something happens, it can affect all other countries after it, and something like what Australia is currently doing could easily have an effect on, let's say, something like, America, or something like Canada, UK, etc. You get my point. I don't think it would be to such an extent that maybe what is going on right now with what this senator says, which I'll get into the video in a second, but I do think that it is actually kind of scary. So anyways, let's look at a review from an Australian senator that was released last night.
The worst anime my office discovered is Eromanga Sensei. The plot is beyond what any person would consider as normal or appropriate. I just can't describe them.
So as you can see, this senator and his team apparently got paid with government money to watch anime and read manga.
Have a look at this. This is normal.
But in context, when you actually get the full scope of everything that's going on, and I can't show all of the clips, I'm just going to be straight up with all of you guys here. The reason why is because some of the things that are said, YouTube would not like that if it was mentioned within videos. So I will link you guys to said full videos in the description if you want to see. But I'll play clips here and there, but like I said, I'm going to have to not show everything because YouTube. So anyways, this clip is a senator talking about,
like the series Goblin Slayer, which I have to say in my office we showed to a number of people today, and they were absolutely horrified.
A lot of anime that I think many have watched in this time and age, and it has recently even been released on Netflix. And basically, this is drastic, because the way the senator talks about these said series, he picks and chooses, and he's picking out very bad examples from an overall big medium like anime and manga. Now, his points, in my honest opinion, I can agree with some of his points. I'm just gonna be straight up. Like, Eromanga Sensei, I don't really think is a good series. I mean, if you watch it, you watch it, but I do truly believe it is trash. But another thing, too, is that some of the things he does mention does make you wonder. But, see, even if someone as such as myself looks at something like that, and I think of that, you got to imagine those that are completely unaware of the medium, what the entertainment is for anime and manga, and they first hear this for the first time, that's not good. That puts a really bad image for just the entirety of anime and manga in the anime community, and I think it's kind of really upsetting just to see something like this, because pretty much, to make the long story short, this senator wants to pretty much have all anime manga reviewed and potentially banned in Australia because of the content it shows. And let's be honest, there is a lot of series that have things that might be slightly like, whoa, for what this man is trying to point out. Like, I mean, if you see the full clips and everything he's talking about, the way he picks and chooses, even something like Pokemon and Dragon Ball would not necessarily be safe. It's not good. It's very scary just to think that someone is wanting to straight up kind of like censor things. And like I said, I understand slightly where the man is coming from, but like I said, he's picking and choosing from certain things that don't represent the entirety of what's going on. It's someone that does not know enough, hasn't done full research on what anime and manga is, and it's kind of sad. It's sad, and it's news that's concerning. I can't believe with everything going on within the world right now, like everything. I think if you've been keeping up with world news, etc., what's been going on and all over the world, I think that this is probably the least of concerns that this Australian senator should be worrying about of all things. I truly believe that. So just like, Really? You're using government money, etc., to have your team watch anime and read manga to then try to ban and censor it? Like, what? On top of all that, it's very clear that this man and his team hasn't actually watched the current season of anime and discovered interspecies reviewers, because if he did, oh boy, we all know where that one would go after everything that's happened with Funimation, Amazon, and other TV broadcasting systems. So, we know that story. But on top of that, it's even more funny to me that, you know, these type of senators and these different people that want to call for bans will allow something like Game of Thrones to air and be completely fine, even though Game of Thrones is just as questionable as something, let's say, like Eromanga Sensei. But, you know, I'll leave it at that. So, it's just like, wow. Just, this world, man, sometimes. This world really just, it throws you for a loop. But, I just wanted to talk about this real quick. It's just, like, it's crazy to me. I cannot believe something like this is happening. I mean, you guys out there that live in Australia, I feel for you, I really do. You probably have some dark times ahead of you, depending on how this goes. But, anyways, I wish you guys all a good day or not wherever you live. I love you guys. Be safe. If you enjoy my content, you know, please subscribe. If you got this video, please leave a like. And if you want to get notified for whenever I upload a video, please click the bell icon down below. And with that, Chibi out.